I keep seeing comments in my comment section where people are very confused about the difference between permissive parenting and gentle parenting. On one hand, we have a group of people that are saying, well, gentle parenting is responsible for all these entitled brats that we have these days. Or you have the people saying, well, I was raised with gentle parenting and I actually had a lot of issues recognizing my emotions. There was really no guidance. And without realizing it, they're actually describing permissive parenting. So I want to clear things up a little bit. There are 4 different parenting styles. Each of the parenting styles has a certain measure of accountability and a certain measure of acceptance. Most of us were raised with authoritarian parenting. This style of parenting has very high accountability but very low acceptance. Parents have very high expectations for their children. If they don't behave the way the parent thinks that they should act, then they get punished for it. Then you have permissive parenting. Permissive parenting is the opposite. It has very, very high acceptance but very low accountability. That can actually be equally as damaging as authoritarian parenting. Then you have neglectful parenting or uninvolved parenting. That style of parenting has very low accountability and low acceptance. It's very like, just get out of my hair, I want nothing to do with you. Again, that can be really damaging for children. Lastly, you have authoritative parenting, and this style of parenting has both high acceptance and high accountability, and this is where gentle and respectful parenting fall under. Kids need boundaries. They do need to learn that their choices have consequences, whether they're natural or correlated. The issue, however, is that so many of us grew up in an environment where we were controlled and our parents struggled for power. And so now we believe that that's how you get your children to obey you. You have to struggle for power. You have to exercise more control. You have to stop the pushback. And we mistake compliance for respect. If you are only doing what is right because you fear the punishment if you don't, rather than doing what is right simply because it's right, you didn't learn root lessons growing up. You learned how to be compliant with authority rather than respecting authority. If you feel the need to prove yourself, if you chase the approval of people, if you feel uncomfortable feeling and showing emotion, if you tend to push back when authority figures try to micromanage you, all of that is a trauma response to how you were raised. Gentle and respectful parenting is about parenting from a place of understanding. It's teaching our children that to feel emotions is completely and totally normal and okay, and that it should be safe to show those emotions and process through them in front of other people. Gentle and respectful parenting teaches self-regulation. It provides children with coping skills. It actually decreases problematic behavior because a child feels understood rather than controlled.
A mistake that many new gentle parents make. Mixing emotional regulation with teaching. Right in the middle of the tantrum, teaching the kid how to take deep breaths or to name the emotion. Trying to get them to speak to you instead of yelling. When all they need in those hard emotional moments is co-regulation. And during co-regulation, you're not trying to get your child to do anything. Your only focus is safety and connection. You're safe. Mommy's here. I love you. I know it's hard.
Shut up!
Excuse me? Who do you think you are talking to me like that with that tone?
Did you really just slam this door? Better open it right now. We have to talk.
Hey, honey, I have a really bad headache. Would you be able to talk a little quieter, please?
Hey, I understand you're upset. I'm here. I'm listening to you.
Look, I understand you're frustrated. I don't know what you're going through right now, but whenever you're ready, I'm right here. I'm on your side.
Oh, stop. I don't want that to spill. Oh, let me do that for you. You'll hurt yourself. Oh, hold on. I can fix it. Making mistakes is an important part of gaining confidence and independence. Go for it. Adults in your life hopefully already have those skills. Just stay focused and take your time. If you want your kids to have them too, whenever you can, take a step back instead of stepping in. Way to stick with it, honey.
Imagine your spouse asks you to make the bed, and you said, sure, why? And they say, because I said so, just do it. You may or may not go and make the bed after that. And if you do, you're probably going to be grumpy about it. Like, since when do you order me around? Like, why do I need to make the bed? Why can't you just tell me? I'm a human being. You can't just tell me why you need the bed made, right? But what if your spouse asks you, hey, can you make the bed? And you said, why? And they said, oh, I'm taking a load of laundry out of the dryer and I want to be able to fold it out on the bed. And then now you feel like you have purpose in making that bed, right? Now you can understand how this fits into the grand scheme of things and why this is an important task. It's the same thing when your kids ask why. They're not asking why to be disrespectful and to question your authority. They're asking why because they want to understand what's happening so that they can grow as a human being.
I'm gonna tell you why I had to apologize to my 5-year-old today when I started to praise her today when she didn't cry after getting a shot. Like, I'm straight gonna criticize my behavior here. I mean, who else grew up with the mentality that when you go in to get a shot and you don't cry, your parents are like, you're so brave. But like, what is that mentality? Like, a shot hurts. I would love to cry when I got a shot. My other two sob when they get shots, but Paige usually doesn't. So today we're in the doctor's office and the nurse is like, you're so brave. You didn't cry. And I don't know why, but it struck me. You could see Paige was super proud of herself, and I was proud of her too. Shots can be scary, so she was brave. But not crying was the behavior that was praised. So I got home and I was like, guys, we gotta chat. I have realized bravery is not just an action, it's an attitude. You crying when you get a shot is not brave. A shot hurts. You can cry. But going in there knowing what's happening and facing that head on, that attitude, that's what's brave. So then I apologized. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry. It's your attitude that's brave, not the action. Not crying should never be praised, in my opinion. But learning to feel an emotion and navigate it, I like that bravery. Anyways, that's all.
That is not what a clean plate looks like. You don't get any dessert.
You know there are plenty of kids who would be happy to eat that.
No, you can't have a treat. We don't eat those.
Eat those vegetables.
I'm so glad to see you are listening to your tummy when it's full.
Why don't we save the rest of that and you can just have it for lunch tomorrow?
Treats are a sometimes snack, and you've made really good food choices lately, so go ahead and get one.
Hey, it can be fun to try new things. Do you want to try dipping your veggies into some ranch dressing?
Hi, sweet angel baby girl. I know you're so sad. Oh, don't hit me. That hurts. That hurts, mommy. Please don't do that. I know. You want some candy? Okay, sweetheart. Don't be sad. Don't hit me. Ooh, someone's feeling angry. Hey, I can see you're upset. Ooh, please don't hit me. I'm not gonna let you hit me. I'm gonna stand over here and protect myself, but I'm here. I'm listening. I can tell you're angry. Yeah? Do you want to tell me why you're mad? No? Okay. I'll just be here waiting. You can be mad, that's fine. If you need something to hit, you can hit this guy. Alright, here you go. Yeah, I know. It sucks. I love candy. I want candy. But how about we have a banana instead? Yeah, you can stay mad. But the banana might help. Alright, let me know when you're ready.
This might be the stupidest thing I've ever seen on a government-supported parenting website. So this is raisingchildren.net.au, which the Australian government strongly recommends to all brand new parents. And this is their article on ignoring your kid when they're doing something you don't want them to do. What the actual... I'm not allowed to swear on here, but I really want to. Don't listen to this. Don't ignore your goddamn kid. Ignoring your child is only going to increase the problem behavior. This is literally what people used to do to train their dogs from doing the bad behavior. And we don't train dogs like that anymore because we acknowledge that ignoring the dog doing the bad behavior increases the bad behavior. And they tell you to put your kid in timeout, which don't do that. Your child's call for attention is valid and important.
I had to go through a lot of therapy and self-reflection and understanding to understand my childhood trauma and make sure that generational trauma ended with me, not just for myself, but to make sure that I was the parent my kids needed whenever it was going to be that I had kids. I have kids now, and the first time I ever got to apply gentle parenting into our lives and really see the different childhood my kids were going to have as opposed to the childhood I had is just one of the best moments ever. I was getting something to drink and I left my refrigerator open with a tray of watermelon, and my toddler came and grabbed the tray of watermelon and it fell out of the fridge and there was watermelon everywhere on the floor. And it's so weird because in that moment I literally felt myself step back, and I feel like my whole childhood flashed through my eyes. I thought about how my parents would have been upset at me if I would have done that even as a toddler, and how I would have been punished for doing something like that even though it was an accident. And I let him know that it was an accident, and we got paper towels and we cleaned it up together and threw everything in the trash together, and that was it. And I spent the whole night reflecting on how their childhood is really going to be so much better than mine was.
feet on the floor. The wall doesn't want to be climbed. Oh, did I hurt your feelings? I know. Come here, buddy. Buddy, you are not Spider-Man. The laws of physics absolutely apply. Okay, be mad, but you cannot climb the wall. There are places to climb, and that wall is not it. Yeah, I get that you're mad. It's okay to be mad. Be mad on the ground. Okay.
Gentle consequences don't work. I agree. Gentle parenting consequences alone don't work. A while ago, my twins were building Lego trucks. One of them finished first. He went to his brother and asked him if he needed help, and his twin told him no. He got rejected. Then he took his brother's Lego truck and threw it across the room. That was when they were 3.5. Gentle correlated consequence, pick up the toy. And that's where gentle parents get stuck, because picking the toy up alone is not going to teach him how to deal with disappointment and rejection, so next time he doesn't throw the Lego truck across the room. Consequences need to be paired up with social emotional guidance.
My child never listens. Children listen to those they